Kai stood atop the skyscraper, the storm raging around them. They faced their greatest enemy, a shadow cloaked in darkness. Lightning split the sky, illuminating the face-off that would decide the city's fate. Kai summoned their energy, feeling the familiar surge, ready to strike. But suddenly, the power vanished, flickering out like a dying flame. Kai gasped. For the first time, they were powerless. With a single blow, the villain sent Kai hurtling from the rooftop. They crashed hard onto the concrete below, pain racking their body. For the first time, invincibility had shattered. Stumbling home, Kai returned to their apartment, surrounded by memories of past victories. Posters, photos, newspaper clippings. Now, every reminder felt hollow, a shadow of who they used to be. Suddenly, the television blared with an emergency alert. An energy reactor was on the brink of meltdown, an explosion that would decimate the city. Kai's heart dropped. But without their powers, how could they save anyone? Kai's mind drifted back to that painful experiment. The moment they gained their powers, when they chose to become something greater. They'd faced suffering before, but now, without powers, what were they left with? Outside, chaos filled the streets. The people looked to the sky for a hero, not realizing their savior walked among them, powerless and unseen. Kai felt small, unnoticed, helpless. Desperate for guidance, Kai sought out Sarah, an old friend. She had retired from hero work, but her resolve was unbroken. If anyone could see through Kai's doubts, it was her. Sarah said, "You don't need powers to be a hero, Kai. Heroes fight because it's the right thing to do, not because they're invincible." Sarah's words stirred something deep within Kai, a strength they'd forgotten. Perhaps they were more than just their powers. Kai and Sarah ventured through the city's underbelly, navigating narrow, winding tunnels. The closer they got to the reactor, the darker the path became, a maze of shadows and danger. In the darkness, guards blocked their way, loyal to the villain's cause. Kai fought hard, but without their powers, every punch felt slower, every movement weaker. They were vulnerable, and the odds weren't in their favor. In the scuffle, Sarah fell, injured while protecting Kai. She grabbed Kai's hand, determination in her eyes. Sarah said, "You've always been more than your powers. Don't let this stop you." Alone and determined, Kai reached the reactor's control room. The villain was inside, waiting. But this time, Kai was ready. Not as a hero with powers, but as a person unwilling to give up. Villain said, "You're too late, Kai, and you're powerless to stop me." Kai ignored the taunts, bracing themselves for a battle they couldn't afford to lose. With the reactor seconds from meltdown, Kai threw themselves at the control panel, desperate to override the system. As their fingers touched the controls, something miraculous happened. Energy surged through Kai's body, stronger than ever. Their powers had returned. In that moment, they understood. The power wasn't just in their abilities, it was in their resilience. With their strength renewed, Kai faced the villain one last time. But this time, they fought with clarity, knowing they were stronger than ever. Not because of their powers, but because of their will. The villain lay defeated, the reactor stabilized. Kai stood victorious, their spirit unbroken. The city was safe once again. As dawn broke over the city, Kai and Sarah stood side by side, watching the sunrise. Kai felt something they hadn't in a long time: peace, knowing they were a hero at heart. The city below was safe, unaware of how close it had come to disaster. Kai finally understood. Heroism isn't about power. It's about the courage to keep fighting. And in that, they had become truly invincible.
Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell to receive all that is new.